the Veondra Roxx YouTube channel, where I rocks, you rocks, and we rocks together. Rocks Nation, stand up in the building, baby. I want to welcome you guys here again for another video, for another vibe here on my channel. This is Move It Monday, where we get into great details, motivating, excelling, executing, being dedicated, and living out your dreams. If you're new, trust me, you're not going to want to leave this vibe. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and comment, because this is where it goes up, up, up. Okay, over here. So that being said, we're going to get right into the details of Move It Monday. You guys, have you ever heard of the phrase, do not try to live like the Joneses? We don't have time to try to live like the Joneses in 2022. And the reason why this is so phenomenal, this topic, is because many of us have seen people on social media living the life with every name brand product you can think of on their shoulders, flaunting money, actually taking money and making a cell phone like they talking to the money, you know, doing all the things that people do on social media. And as a normal person, as a regular person, whatever you want to call yourself, sometimes it can be discouraging and it can make you feel like, man, what's wrong with me? But I'm here to tell you, stop trying to live like the Joneses. You got to live like you. You need to live in your lane, being the best version that you could ever be, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Too many times we're looking at people and we're wondering, oh, their life is great, they're this, but you don't know what they're doing to have what they have, and you don't know what's truly going on in their lives, which brings me to this wonderful topic about this young lady who went viral, okay, guys, for only spending, can I get a drum roll? $500 on her wedding. And the only reason why I decided to talk about this topic for Move It Monday is simply because it is a pure example of not living like the Joneses. It's an example of doing things your way. Now, I'm not by any means telling anybody to only spend $500 on their wedding. What I am telling you is to not live above your means. To try to look good for somebody else when they're not going to pay your bills. I don't hear nobody. When they're not going to take you to the next level. When they're not going to take you to the next level in your life. They're not going to help you execute your business goals. They're not going to help you get out of debt. They're not going to help you even build up your crypto. And whatever it is that you want to do, buy a home, buy a car, they're not going to help you. All social media does is have people look at your posts, like what you like, you know, view it, and move right along. That's truly what happens on social media. Beyond that, that's it. And I love this story about this young lady named Kiara, who recently just got married and went viral, because I'm just like, this is something that I truly believe every person, if you're trying to level up your life, should truly use as an example as, hey, do I really need to buy this? Can I really afford this? Is this in my goals? Or am I just buying this because I want to? It's a saying out there that goes, if you can't buy it 3 times over, you do not need to be buying it. And that's just on Periano. So let's dive into this a little bit more, because I want you guys to take some tools. Even I've taken some tools out of Kiara's book, which have really enlightened me and helped me within this, you know, past few weeks of knowing about this story. The young lady Kiara only spends $47 on her wedding dress. She had her family and friends to pitch in when it came to flowers, when it came to the location, which was completely free. It was off of the freeway. Even beyond that, the reception, everybody paid for their own meal at the reception. They paid for their own drinks, and they had a great time. You know what happens when you authentically live in you? You stop worrying about what the next person is doing, and you focus in on what's best for you. So I have 3 tips for you today so that you can learn how to focus in on what's best for you. Stop looking at another person's pocketbooks and look at your own. Can I really afford it? That's number 1. Number 1 is asking yourself, can I really afford it? Is this really something that I have in my budget right now that I can pay for? Now, if you haven't done this already at the top of 2022, if I were you, I would write down what I make monthly, calculate up my bills. Just pure ignorance. If you haven't done this already in the beginning of 2022, I would literally get a piece of paper, write down how much you make per month, make another column, write down how much you have to pay for bills. In the next column, write what's left over, and possibly what you could spend like on food or shopping or whatever, and even what you want to save, okay, so that you can see where you're going. You can't know what you can afford if it's not written down and you don't see what it is, okay? So I want you guys to start writing this thing down and look at it and figure out what that thing is. Number 2, Is it worth me buying? Now, I understand some people may think they cannot afford it, and is it worth me buying? Similar. They're similar, but they're completely different. Now, I'm going to say this. I have also another statement that I use for myself. If when I'm getting ready to purchase something, I can't truly look at that as obtaining me more wealth or really being an asset versus a liability, I start to second guess me purchasing it. What does that mean? Let's just say we talk about a pair of clothing. Now, y'all know we live in a world now where boutiques are everything online. You got the boutique here, your homegirl selling clothes. Everyone has a boutique, right? So you ask yourself, my girl is selling this for $50, and I'm not shaming nobody, but you can get some of the same items that you see in these boutiques online off of Etsy, off of Alibaba, by simply putting in the picture and finding out the location. Because most people they require you to buy 2 pieces at least. A minimum of 2 pieces, and the pieces be $7 a piece. Okay? The point that I'm trying to make is, if it's not quality, I don't need it a part of my quantity. That's a sip to that moment. Hold on. We're going to sip to that. If it's not quality, I don't need it a part of my quantity. So many times people think that the more they have, the better off they are, the more happier their life will be. Having a bunch of clutter, having a bunch of stuff doesn't make you wealthy. It's what you're doing with the things that you have. You can literally have a good 30 outfits, maybe not even 30 outfits. You just got some stuff that you switch up. Pants to shirt, shirt to skirt, skirt to shorts, to back to pants to a dress, and flippity flop what you got going on. Okay? So that your wardrobe can look like it's expanded. The point that I'm trying to make here is it going to add value to your life, or is it not? Is it really worth me adding to what I already have? Will it last for a long period of time? Is it durable? Will I be able to wear this for more than 2 months? I mean, some of us have bought shirts, and I'm a victim of this too, that have not lasted me that long, but I wanted to buy it because it was $21. And the $21 after 5 washes, 2 washes, maybe even 1 wash at times, it was a done deal. I couldn't even wear the shirt anymore. Couldn't even find it like I wanted to, because when I bought it, it had a certain swag on it, and now it's looking like something else. I'm giving it away, or I'm either throwing the shirt away. So it comes to the point where we have to start saying, what's the quality over the quantity of what we want? Because you see people with closets full of shoes, and I'm not mad at it, because I have a lot of shoes as well. But the point I'm making, so that you guys can grasp what I'm saying, is it worth me buying? That's number 2. Number 3. Just because I can afford it, do I really need to have it? That's what you need to ask yourself. Because some of us can't afford it. You can buy that shirt 3 times over. You can buy those shoes 3 times over. But just because you can buy it, does that mean you need to buy it? Here's the gag, what I realize about the world we live in. We live in a world that's constantly evolving. They're always creating something new. Like when I first got my car, it was brand new. Like no one ever drove it. I think it had 0 miles on it. Maybe had 3 on there. I doubt if it even had 3, but I think it had 0 miles. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, 0 miles. Okay? First person to ever drive it, sit in it, have a moment in it, first for everything. Right? That was in 2016. We're now in 2022. My car is now considered old. Every year there's something new. I want to bargain to you guys. If you're always constantly chasing after the new thing, when do you get to a place of being grateful, having gratitude in the moment that you're already in while you have the moments you have? Because chasing something new all the time will lead you to believe you always got to have the next best thing. That's why, you go to your grandparents' house. This is a great example. You go to your grandparents' house, their house is old. Not necessarily old on the outside, but they have the older decorations, they have the older design, they have the older wallpaper. It's just more of a old-fashioned styling design inside of the home versus us young people. And some older people have some style swag too. They feel different, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When you go to their grandparents' house and they got the older picture frames and all that, right? If they kept constantly chasing the trends year after year after year, you could go into debt trying to do that. Trying to do what everybody else has going on. If you do what's good for you, stick in your lane, you won't end up broke. You won't end up trying to figure out where your money went, and you'll have a vision for your life that you can truly walk out and not worry about what the next people are thinking and the next people are doing. Like our sister Kiara here, who literally spent $500 on a wedding. I can almost guarantee that that young lady went into this process with, I don't care what they think of me. I don't hear nobody in the back. I don't care what they say about me. I can tell you this much, I'm getting married on a budget and we're not going broke. We can now save up money to buy a home. I'm getting married on a budget, making a sacrifice, and now we can finally put our money to really good use for business, investments, properties, whatever it is that we want to do, because we weren't trying to live up to society's norms that says you must spend $28,000, which is the average in the United States that people spend on a wedding. Not to mention in California, the average is $33,000. And wait a minute, here's another fact for you. By 2054, they're saying the average black person will have a net worth of $0 to negative $1,500 in a net worth. Because people, us, the culture, not all of us, but many of us, we want to live up to the trends. We want to be seen. We want people to know that we fly. We got swag. I'm here to tell you, baby, if you put some respect on your name, walk with your head held high, clean your face, take a good shower, clean your clothes, clean the things that you have, be responsible with the finances that God is giving you, you can walk with so much swag and dignity because you're not trying to live like the next. You're living for yourself as the best version of you. Creating that generational wealth. Creating that generational income that shows your family and the families to come after you. You don't have to do it the way that the world is doing it. You can create your own new norm. So on this Move It Monday, I want you to understand that we're no longer living like the Joneses. What we're going to do is live in our own lane. Whether that's living and being able to buy expensive things because we can afford it and it's in our budget to do so, or whether that's saying, you know what, I'm not shopping for the next 2 months. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to eat at home and see what I can save so I can pay off some debt because I really want to buy some property and some homes. Making those necessary sacrifices will really pay you 10, 15 years from now. Stop living like the Joneses so that you can live and thrive in your life right now, today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this message. If you're new here to this channel, please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. You guys, press that notification bell so that you never miss out on the YouTube video that I post here on YouTube. You guys, I want to thank everyone who has already watched my YouTube videos. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. As this channel continues to build, I am pushing through all the obstacles, all of the challenges, and I'm getting it done. As you guys know, 2022 is the year of execution. My question to you are you going to execute with excellence, or are you going to make another excuse about why you weren't able to execute in 2022? That thing is completely up to you. As you guys know, I rocks, you rocks, and we rocks together. Rocks Nation, stand up in the building, baby. Can't say the slogan without including yourself. Okay? Until next time, you guys, peace to you. Turn up.